Good afternoon, everyone. If you can have a seat, we're going to get started. Welcome to our 2016 Service Awards ceremony for the Kendall campus. Before we get started, I would like to introduce our campus president, Dr. Beverly Moore Garcia, who's going to provide some opening remarks.
Oh, thank you, you love me. I am so appreciative of this award today. No, all kidding aside, this is such a wonderful, wonderful thing. Can't you feel the energy in the room? Yes. Or maybe it's just me. Because the Service Awards, what is the essence of the Service Awards? It allows us to recognize our colleagues who not only survived decades, they have blessed us and they have been such contributing factors to who we are. And we also have a number of retirees. And these are, to me, really, really special people because they made their professional career here. They changed us for the better. And while we are happy that they will be able to go off and sleep in, have coffee at 10 o'clock, go meet friends for lunch, take 3-week vacations, we're happy that they're going into that period of their life, but it's sad. It's a little bit sad to know that we won't see them on a daily basis. And I think that we should just take a moment and just give all of our retirees a real round of applause. But I just want to take a few more minutes and focus on the word service in Service Awards. So as I jokingly said, yes, people have survived for decades, but it is more than surviving. This college is about service. It's service to students, it's service to one another, and that is what makes this place really special. So while some of us are kind of focused on 30, really? So what did she do, start here at 10? Because she told me she was only 50. It's not the years. To me, the word we want to really emphasize is the service part, and that I am so appreciative of the service that you have given to the college, and for all of you except the retirees, I am so thankful for the service that you will continue to give to the college. So let's have a good time, and let's celebrate the service of Miami-Dade and the wonderful people we get to spend time with. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Moore Garcia. My name is Manny Rosa, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for this afternoon. This will be thank you. This will be my 5th year hosting the Service Awards, so I'm very honored. And that's all I will comment on my career here at Miami-Dade College. A few housekeeping rules. If you are an honoree, once your name is called, would you please proceed to the nice backdrop here? And as I read your narrative, you will have your picture taken with your campus president and your prospective representative from your area. If I mispronounce something or your name, please feel free to shout, yell, and correct me in the middle of it, so that way we can get it right. And these narratives were written by members of your departments, so do not hurt the messenger and deliverer. I did some minor edits, but other than that, and the directions were to write a brief narrative about the employee. So anything longer, we know those supervisors just don't pay attention and follow directions, but that's neither here nor there. So are we ready to get started? Yes. So let's kick off our service awards, starting with academic affairs. So Dr. Giovanasso, if you can join Dr. Garcia at the backdrop. This year we've added music and dancing. And the academic affairs song is happy because there's nothing happier than grading midterms, finals, and submitting grades and purging and all that good stuff. All right, so first up, we have Matthew Benelli, music, theater, and dance. Celebrating 10 years. Matthew Benelli is a world-class bass player and jazz musician. During the disco era, he toured the world performing with the famous Bee Gees. Today, you will find him maintaining an active schedule as a jazz performer in some of the great venues throughout South Florida, in addition to being a talented professor and coordinator of jazz studies. Throughout his tenure, he has greatly expanded the jazz department. With his leadership, we have developed more performing ensembles than all the rest of the campuses combined. Rodester Brandon, music, theater, and dance. Rodester has led a major expansion of the performing arts program, including the development of the onstage concert, which is the cornerstone of the music, theater, and dance department. This series presents over 100 performances per academic year. For the past 35 years, he has served in various posts as music educator, administrator, and conductor, including principal conductor and program coordinator at the New World School of the Arts. Along with his chairman responsibilities, he serves as the founder and artistic director of the Miami Wind Symphony, which is a 50-member professional orchestra made up of MDC faculty and the top professional musicians from the community. He has been married to Charlene Brandon for 33 years. She's here. Okay, they're here. And they have a wonderful daughter, Danielle Brandon, and a handsome grandson, Elijah. Thank you. Joan DiDomenico, English and Communications. Joan held the role of secretary and is now an assistant to the chair. It's hard to put into words the dedication and support she gives the department, which would certainly be lost without her. She has a great rapport with faculty and is excellent at scheduling. She is a team player, organized, and works above and beyond what is expected. If something is lost, filed incorrectly, or another form has to be completed before its close of business, Joan will know where to locate the object, refile, or find the missing document, and how to complete that form in just the nick of time. Joan advises students while helping them work through completion and their future goals. She's a member of the coaching and mentoring group. In her spare time, Joan enjoys reading and spending time with her family. Shamsha Kareem, Learning Resources. Many may remember her from her days as assistant to the Dean of Academic Affairs, first at North Campus, then at IAC, and finally here at Kendall. Her professionalism, attention to detail, and sincere concern for students, faculty, and staff made her everyone's #1 trusted resource person for getting things done. She holds a master's degree in business and has taught several business classes. In 2005, she and her husband moved to Atlanta, where she earned a second master's degree in library and information sciences and served as a public librarian. In 2013, she returned as a learning resources professional in the library and has once again proven her commitment to student success. Her knowledge of the college is encyclopedic and is an invaluable resource for her colleagues in the library. She also serves as liaison to the business department, collaborating with faculty to help develop the library collection and provide information literacy instruction to students. Shamsha and her husband enjoy traveling and have visited many fascinating destinations in Asia and other parts of the globe. And we made it last through her entire walk just so she would make it perfectly. Thank you, Shamsha. Sylvia Orozco, English and Communications. Sylvia teaches English composition, college prep, reading and writing, and student success courses. She has presented many workshops at various state and national conferences for developmental educators and created and facilitated various CT&D workshops. Sylvia has served as a volunteer and speaker with Year Up's professional training course at the Wilson campus. In 2010, she was selected as one of 21 women in the United States to serve as a fellow to the National Hispania Leadership Institute, and it was also recognized in Poderes magazine as one of 20 people under 40 who have and will continue to exert influence over the arts, business, education, and media in Miami. In addition, Sylvia has brought in guests to speak to her students on a variety of topics. She's also been a co-advisor to the Lambdas and the study abroad trips with students. She has served on many committees and is always quick to volunteer for projects. Sylvia was recently married, and one of her favorite activities is spending time at Disney World with her husband, Adolfo. David Tulloch, English and Communications. During his tenure, David has provided academic support to students enrolled in English and composition courses. He has developed and delivered workshops for further student success, coordinated with faculty to encourage writing center awareness, and trained tutors to meet the challenges of a student who write across the curriculum. He is quick to lend a helping hand and encourages students to do their best. He recently became part of the coaching and mentoring group. In addition to his regular work, he attends new student orientation sessions and advises first-time in college students on the correct pathway. Celebrating 30 years, Kenneth Boo's Music, Theater, and Dance. Dr. Booz is currently the program coordinator for the vocal music program. He has held this position for the past 11 years. Prior to his appointment, he served in various roles as an administrator. Under his direction, the vocal music program has grown exponentially in both volume and quality. He is the principal conductor of the Civic Chorale of Greater Miami, where this 65-member classical music choir is dedicated to the idea of being not only from the community, but of the community. He achieves this by identifying needs within the South Florida community and addressing those needs through musical expression that will educate, entertain, inspire, and enrich the lives of our multicultural community. Michelle Benedictus, English and Communications. He teaches the 2 basic composition courses as well as a range of literature courses. In addition, he teaches English courses in the Honors College and the sophomore leadership classes. Furthermore, he has taught similar sophomore leadership classes for the Choose for Success program, devoted to STEM majors for the length of their 3-year grant. He was faculty leader at the Washington Seminar and Inauguration Seminar. He was also a faculty advisor for the Salzburg Global Seminar in 2006 and 2013. He has lived in West Kendall for the last 25 years with his wife Linda and 23-year-old daughter Danielle. He is a film buff, a collector of Brooklyn Dodgers memorabilia, a gym rat, and a pretty good cook, and a praiser of fine wine. His most satisfying moments come when he reads the success stories of the more than 400 MDC alums on his Facebook page and realizes that he's had a small influence in their lives. He is truly a one-of-a-kind instructor. Andrew Moo, English and Communications. Andrew has worked full-time in the college prep department and actually taught as an adjunct for the department for almost 2 years before becoming a full-time lab instructor. Andrew oversees the college prep testing lab and electronic classroom and has also taught several prep English courses. He recently became part of the coaching and mentoring group. In addition to his regular work, Andrew also attends new student orientation sessions and advises first-time in college students on the correct pathway. Andrew has a love for movies and is always willing to share his extensive library with coworkers. He is dedicated to the students he encounters and to the department. Andrew, do you have the new Star Wars movie I can borrow? Is that in your library? Yeah, okay, thank you. Susan Summons, Biology, Health, and Wellness. Professor Summons, a Boston native, has made many contributions that are too numerous to mention, but they include being an excellent, engaging classroom instructor, a motivational speaker for various audiences, including graduations, an innovative leader, in outcomes assessment for the health and wellness discipline, and a recipient of an endowed teaching chair. Professor Summons has also served as coach for the women's basketball team, where she accomplished several trips to the state championships. She can proudly boast of 500 wins, and her players also have the highest academic transfer rates at over 93%. Susan was honored as an icon of the New England Basketball Hall of Fame and inducted into the National Junior College Athletic Association Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. She looks forward to many more years of contributions that have continued to make students first, not just a model, but a living commitment for the students that have worked with her. And celebrating 40 years, Christine Robinson, English and Communications. Known as an award-winning jewelry artist, Dr. Robinson was a sponsor of the Artist Gallery at Arts and Letters Day for years. She was recruited out of Dade County Schools in 1970-something to join MDC as a grants writer, and during her time in that role, she was asked to be a liaison from the college to the Department of Health, Education, and Welfare in Washington, D.C. on an intergovernmental personal exchange. Upon returning from her year in Washington, Dr. Robinson became the author of the Grants newsletter. Later, she returned to her first love, classroom teaching. She joined the English faculty, where she specializes in blended and virtual classes. Professor Robinson is very devoted to her students and is always willing to help faculty with setting up and maintaining their virtual classes. She's the author of several textbooks and mother of 2 grown children. Her son, Tom, is a software engineer at Yelp, and daughter Christina is finishing her first year as faculty scholar at UM Law. Her husband is a professor of law at UM. What I've learned from this, if your kids are going to go to UM, you're going to have to work 40 years to help them pay it off. But you look great. All right, we're now going to transition to our retirees from academic affairs. And first, we have Maria Fallon from World Languages. When asked, what comes to mind when you think of Maria Fallon, her colleagues are quick to say professional, loved, appreciated, beautiful, and stylish. You can often hear her colleagues say, regardless of age, I want to be like Maria when I grow up. One of her colleagues shared, she and I have team talk for many years now, and her retirement is really like losing part of my own voice. She will be greatly missed, but we wish her the most wonderful retirement, full of time with family and friends. In the classroom, she's an inspiration to both students and other instructors. She has always prepared wonderful presentations for students. Maria is constantly on the lookout for appealing songs and videos that just grab their attention. When her students come to the office, they ask to see my teacher with such a sense of pride that it's clear to all who they are looking for, even without saying their name. In the office, Maria served as department chair as well as faculty. When faced with an issue or problem, she is the voice of reason. When there's just no solution to the problem, she says, quote, no coja lucha, just let it go. I think there's a song like that too. Alas, she's the picture of professionalism mixed with just the right touch of style, impeccably dressed, complete with accessories and shoes to match. She will be missed by her colleagues and students. Please stand up again. Let's see that impeccable. You need to get together with Dr. Robinson and start a modeling company with your jewelry and fashion sense. Pat Jones, Honors College. Ms. Jones worked at Miami-Dade College for 36 years. She was instrumental in providing support to the Honors College, which was initially the Honors Program. Ms. Pat, as we all called her, was passionate about helping students and seeing them strive for success. Ms. Pat enjoys spending time with her grandbabies and friends. She is beloved by all and is missed dearly. Deborah Mello. We have a live picture of Deborah Mello because she was too busy to pose for the camera. Retiring in 2015, she was the coordinator of the well-known theater program at the Kendall campus. Professor Mello served diligently as the program coordinator and artistic director of the theater program. She accepted the challenge to nurture a highly productive program including programming, costumes, makeup, technical issues, marketing, directing many plays, and management of faculty and personnel. Morris Knapp, School of Business. Dr. Knapp taught accounting on the Wilson campus after a 25-year career in industry, working in controllership and insurance, marketing for Exxon, Southeast Bank, Citibank, and AIG. He also taught economics and business statistics. Dr. Knapp has an undergraduate degree in economics from Yale University, a Master of Arts in Economics from the University of Pennsylvania, an MBA in accounting from Columbia University, and a DBA with a specialization in finance from Nova Southeastern University. He just finished paying off his student loans. He has been the college's lead instructor in finance. He has published several articles in academic journals on mergers and acquisitions in the banking industry. Dr. Knapp has served as chair of the Economics Discipline Committee and the Banking and Finance Discipline Committee. He was very active in the development of the college's 10 learning outcomes and served on the Learning Outcomes Coordinating Council. Despite all of these activities, his main focus has always been the students. He says, quote, "I really love the classroom. Everything else I do is motivated by a desire to improve the classroom experience for our students," unquote. He was awarded the Republic National Bank Endowed Teaching Chair in 2006. Dr. Knapp is beloved by everyone who knows him. He enjoys sharing his delicious mangoes, beautiful orchids, and love of music with all. Dr. Knapp and his lovely wife, Mary, will be leaving Miami to join their beautiful grandchildren in Dallas. Diane McKinney, Chemistry, Physics, and Earth Sciences. Diane started her career in 1972 when the college was still named Miami-Dade Junior College as a student lab assistant in the chemistry department. She graduated from here with Phi Beta Kappa honors, went on to FSU to earn BS in geology, and then returned in 1977 to become lab manager. She says, quote, "I have always thought of Miami-Dade as my family, and my motto has always been, if the job is worth doing, it's worth doing well," unquote. Diane created the Earth Science Museum on her own to honor her mentor, Professor Lauren Wicks. Among other things, she's also an avid South Florida archaeologist, artist, and singer. She is looking forward to creating her art studio in her new home in Asheville, North Carolina, and doing some serious hiking. She added, quote, "I never thought I would spend half of my lifetime at MDC, but the people I worked with over the years made it very easy to stay. They will miss her and wish her well on her new journey." And Diane, will you sing a song for us later, maybe at the end? No? Deborah Muffet, Biology, Health, and Wellness. Deborah has been a member of the department for over 27 years. During this time, she taught emergency preparedness classes. She has been an innovator of teaching by promoting hands-on experiences for her students that have included mock accidents and emergency drills. She would be spending her retirement period overseeing her children's education, volunteering in the school system, and traveling. The department will miss the contributions she has made. Peter Monk, English and Communications. Peter could not be with us today, but I will read his bio. He's worked at the college for 13 years. During his time, he has taught college prep and English composition. He taught English classes for adult education. He introduces art into his lectures and has students create portfolios. Peter was a union rep for the college prep department and helped faculty with conflicts. He has a keen sense of humor and is quick to share with others. He has also helped new adjuncts adjust to life at the college. In his spare time, he enjoys a good cigar and fine wine. The department wishes him well. And please, union, I did read his bio. I'm fair and genuine. Deborah Powell, Social Sciences. Professor Powell has been with the college for over 35 years. She began her career as the coordinator of the Employability Skills and Career Development Program, where she had a beautiful big office in the old Bell South building, with an uninterrupted view of beautiful Biscayne Bay, BB in parentheses before Bayside. Is that some hidden jokers? Okay. Today, she enjoys visualizing the Biscayne Bay view from her cubicle in Building 6, where the carpet goes back 35 years. She's going out with a bang. Throughout her tenure, Professor Powell has had the privilege of having an office in every building except R. And that's only because she's retiring in May. She is literally a mover and shaker. In addition to being a masterful professor, she's the founder and head diva of the Cotton Club. Don't be surprised if her CD drops soon, as she is a virtuoso jazz and gospel singer. As a professor of psychology and SLS, Professor Powell is sought after by students. It is very often that her chair receives comments and emails from students where they rave about her teaching and the effect that she has in their lives. In the social sciences department, she serves as mentor and trainer of adjuncts. She's also involved in her church, in youth ministry, and is the proud grandma of a beautiful baby boy, Emmanuel. If interested, she will show you many pictures and videos of Emmanuel. The social sciences department will sorely miss Professor Powell when she retires, but hopefully she will come back to us. They love you. Allie Stewart, School of Business. Allie worked here for over 35 years. She started at the Quick Copy Center, and in 1982 became the secretary for the School of Business, where she served until retirement. Allie was one of the original members of the Cotton Club, a premier Black History Month activity. She also served on the Petitions Committee and various screening committees. She is now enjoying retirement with her children and grandchildren. And from social sciences, Dr. Clifford Young. Dr. Young was born in Texas, and because everything is big in Texas, Dr. Young has made big contributions to the college, and especially the social sciences department. Dr. Young received his bachelor's degree from the University of Texas at Austin. After earning his bachelor's degree, he joined the Peace Corps and served 2 years in Tunisia. After this 2-year stint, he earned his master's degree in American Studies, which led to teaching positions in California, Texas, and Iowa. Dr. Young earned his doctorate at Florida International University. In 2003, he jumped at the opportunity of becoming a professor of English at the medical campus, the Harvard of community colleges. In 2006, no, that was in there. That's not everything. In 2006, he was hired as a history professor in the social sciences department. Dr. Young has been the campus vice president for the United Faculty of Miami-Dade College for over 10 years. In retirement, Dr. Young will perform nonprofit work with Native Americans because he is a proud member of the Muscogee Nation of Florida. Muskogee? Miccosukee? Muskogee. And he's going to lecture us on Native American studies right after this. And Dr. Young is a masterful professor, an excellent colleague, a leader, a friend, and an even better person, so the social sciences department will miss him much, and work life will not be the same without him. All right, thank you very much, Dr. Giovinazzo. If I have water, will you judge me like Marco Rubio? These are long narratives. All right, I'd like to call up Laura Canassi to join the president, and we will now talk about the employees in administrative services. Omira Gill, custodial services. Omira has been here since 2004. She started as part-time custodian, but shortly after that, she became a full-time head custodian. Omira has become an expert at recovering floors and carpets and other specialties within the custodial field. If you have always any flooring or cleaning issues at your office, you better get her contact information before the ceremony ends. Omira is always there for her family and is passionate in defending her neighbors and herself rights against biased condominium associations. Omira, we have a professor for 35 years who I think may need some carpet consultations. And I will talk to you after this. Also celebrating 10 years, Miguel Gomez, Campus Services. Miguel started working as an HVAC mechanic with the maintenance department. In August 2011, he's promoted to Assistant Director of the Custodial Services Department, a role which he takes great pride in. Just tell him how shiny and clean a floor looks, and you will see his face light up. While employed at the college, Miguel has earned an associate and a bachelor's degree, making him not only an employee, but also a proud alumni. In his spare time, Miguel enjoys spending time with his family and participating in his children's sporting events. The department wants to congratulate Miguel on this milestone in his career and thanks him for his hard work and dedication. And retiring from administrative services, Miss Tina Wood. Please appreciate Tina's picture. She worked very hard making sure the audience was entertained by this. Tina has been a part of the MDC family since 1977. Over the past 39 years, Tina has had several positions at the North and Kendall campuses. Her institutional knowledge and her experiences with the various aspects of college operations are invaluable to the Office of Campus Administration, to the overall campus, and will be sorely missed. Tina has always exercised sound judgment, tact, and finesse in dealing with faculty and staff, students, and visitors to the campus. Her work performance over these many years has been at optimal levels. Her commitment has been second to none, and her loyalty to the department, the campus, and the college has been unwavering. She has been a most valued employee. Tina will be leaving the college in May, but she'll not be leaving Kendall. She lives across the street and will be called at 1, 2, or 3 a.m. to run over and address any after-hour issues. So now we're going to move on to Campus Network Services and Media Services, our Office of the Campus Chief Information Officer. So I'd like to bring up Mr. Floyd E. Pittman. Since he runs media, we'll give him an extra, All right, first, celebrating 10 years, we have David Rubio, Campus Network Services. David has been member of Campus Network Services for 10 years. He has supported and assisted in the deployment of the technologies in campus classrooms, offices, and meeting spaces. In seeking the formula for the quality of life, David enjoys spending time with his family and friends and enjoys being in nature and attending cultural activities. Celebrating 20 years, Sulaine Chin, Media Services. Besides helping to create these beautiful pictures, she began working as a technician for special events and multimedia engineering. She came from an aviation company as a specialist in cockpit voice and flight data recorders, colloquially known as the black box. She has an electronic and computer engineering degree. Her technical expertise has contributed to the success of many college events. Sulaine is extremely dependable. Her organizational skills are second to none. This ability has allowed her to oversee the college's extensive collection of videos from the video on-demand system, as well as the marketing and the electronic marquee on 104th Street. Sulaine currently heads the photography area of Media Services. This area has been thriving under her leadership. This is evident by the amazing photography her team produces, and of course, we're witnessing that today. She has been married for 27 years. She is a proud mother of 2 children, and she loves to spend time with them. She loves to take cruises and travel around the world. Also celebrating 20 years, Eric Greshman, Media Services. Eric began working as an electronics tutor in the engineering department. Prior to his time here, Eric was an electronics technician on a cruiser for the United States Navy. This experience was key to him landing the same position in the media services department. Eric's hard work, skill, and dedication catapulted him to a promotion. He became the coordinator of the Event Technology Support Services and Campus Media Engineering team. His strong leadership and friendly disposition continues to be a major catalyst in propelling the Media Services Department to outstanding successes while building a great reputation at the college. He's also served as the treasurer of the Kendall Campus Support Staff Council and Association of Florida Colleges. Eric is an avid Boston Red Sox fan. In his spare time, he enjoys reading and spending quality time with his wife, Jill. And Eric, let's talk about how the Navy prepared you for this. I'm very curious to know more details on that. We have a retiree who's not with us, but we still want to recognize her, Carrie Duthill, Office of the Campus, CIO. Carrie is traveling at the moment, but she began her career in October 2001 as secretary in the Office of the Chief Information Officer. She has served on numerous committees, most notably the United Way, where she is well known for her beautiful baskets. Carrie started her new life journey, Eat, Pray, and Love. She hopes to travel to India, practice meditation and yoga, and enjoy her creative self by oil painting, creating jewelry, face painting, and spending quality time loving and enjoying her family and friends. Thank you, Mr. Pittman. Now, if Mr. Charles McGinnis can join us as we review the service awards for the School of Continuing Education and Professional Development. Karen Suarez, Adult Education, celebrating 10 years. Karen began her tenure at Miami-Dade College in 2000 in the Adult Education Department in what was then Community Education. When she became full-time in 2006, her clerk senior duties expanded her role in the department. She now helps to manage many of the office operations, is responsible for purchasing, and acts as backup for payroll. She has become an expert in the adult education program and grant requirements. She has assumed primary responsibility for the files and performance reporting requirements for the Kendall portion of the adult education grant. Karen is an invaluable member of the School of Continuing Education and Professional Development team. Congratulations. Celebrating 20 years in adult education, Nikki Garcia Salazar. Nikki's not here today, but I'll read a little bit about her. She has worked in several departments at the college, including her current role in the School of Continuing Education, the School of Business, and the MEAD program on Wolfson campus. Upon relocation to the Kendall campus, Nikki worked as a program specialist in adult education and later as a program manager in the Computer Institute prior to return to adult ed. Currently, she's the college-wide program manager in adult ed, where she oversees the online program and the career readiness advisors on each campus. Additionally, she serves as a co-advisor to the Campus Catholic Student Ministry Club. On a personal level, Nikki is happily married, has 3 children, and is a director of public relations for Missionas Pax, a nonprofit organization that provides doctors, dentists, medicine, health education, disease prevention, and spiritual support through multiple missions to Latin America. And now retiring from School of Continuing Ed and Professional Development, Sonia Villar. Sonia has worked for the college since 2002 when she joined the adult education team. She brought with her skills from her years of experience as an executive secretary. In 2007, she was promoted to a full-time position in adult education. Sonia was responsible for many vital functions of the department, including payroll, paperwork for new hires, setting up classes, and ordering books for classes. She also contributed to the running of the department through assisting with registration, providing information to potential new students, and proctoring exams. Sonia served the department tirelessly, was always more than willing to take on additional tasks and duties or to help others when things became busy. She has been a valuable member of the team and will be missed. The department wished her much happiness in her retirement. She is looking forward to doing a lot of traveling and spending more quality time with her nieces. Thank you, Mr. McGinnis. Now I'd like to bring up Dr. Stephen Joyner to honor those in the Student Services Department. Celebrating 10 years in student services, from admissions and registration, Janet Elman. Janice was born in Colombia and spent many years in Venezuela, where she met and married her husband, Pierre. Janice began at MDC as a student assistant and later as a part-time advisor in the School of Business. She enjoys helping and guiding students. She holds a bachelor's degree in business administration and a certificate in fashion design and fashion merchandise. In Venezuela, Janice was recognized fashion designer, and one of her designs was selected as the wedding gown of the year. She participated in the Barbie of the Millennium competition in Miami, where she won first prize. Janet's husband currently works at the Wilson campus, and her son is a graduate of MDC with a bachelor's degree in supervision and management. She enjoys traveling with her family, sewing, and spending time creating gorgeous cakes for her family and friends. Thank you, Janice. So we'll take discounts on cakes, we'll take wedding gowns, anything that you can do for your next 10 years would be great. Albert Asul, financial aid. Albert began his career in June 1999 in the financial aid office at the Inter-American campus as a student assistant, and later that same year became a part-time clerk. In January 2006, he transitioned to a full-time position as the information specialist in the financial aid department. Albert is a team player and a very dedicated employee. He has been working tirelessly and is always willing to go the extra mile. The department enjoys working with him and have benefited from his thoroughness and excellent customer service. He is not only a valuable asset, but it is a pleasure having his presence in the office. His hard work is of great value to the college, faculty, staff, and students. He also enjoys providing assistance and presentations on financial aid at high schools, on campus, and community events. Albert is married and loves spending time with his wife, my DBs, and son Albert Jr. The department is confident that he will continue to provide the same level of excellence for many years to come. Dana Dingle. Dana started her professional journey at Miami-Dade College as a student assistant in the Student Life Department. In 2005, she became a full-time employee in the Admissions and Registration Office as an information specialist, where she developed professional skills that helped her transition into her current position as a student services assistant in the same department. Dana is well known among colleagues and students for her excellent customer service and outstanding telephone etiquette. Her smile over the phone is definitely heard and appreciated by our students. During her spare time, she loves spending time with her loving husband and 3 children. Quiana Douglas, recruitment. Quiana, also known as Tess, began her journey at the college part-time in 1998 for the Community Education Department. From there, she landed a job in the Student Records Department and then moved to the Financial Aid Department. In 2005, she began working full-time for the Department of Student Recruitment. A familiar face you may have seen working in the Dean's office a time or two, when it was housed in Building 3, Quiana has served as a great help all around the campus. She enjoys the task of interacting and recruiting high school students who attend Miami-Dade College. She has also served on several committees and was the lead host for the 2015 Kendall's Got Talent show. She's also an advisor for the Student Global Leaders Club on campus. She is the daughter of retired Veterans Coordinator Sheila Green, who served at the college for 29 years. When she isn't working, she dedicates her time to her 3 kids, Korea, Kwan, and Aiden, and her American Bulldog, Ambrosia. Christina McGinnis, Admissions and Registration. Christina works for Admission and Registration Office as an information specialist. She enjoys the challenge of working with students in a multicultural environment where she has learned about many different cultures. Christina is an excellent worker, always punctual, and willing to assist her coworkers without hesitation. She loves to bake, and her brownies won first place in the Black History Month annual contest. Congratulations on your 10 years of service. Andrea Nicholson, Financial Aid. Andrea began working as a student assistant in the Financial Aid office at North Campus. She transitioned to a part-time clerical position and later became a full-time staff member in 2006. In 2010, Andrea became a Financial Aid advisor, and then in 2013, she became a senior staff advisor. In 2014, she was named interim financial aid manager and began working on the MDC Connect implementation project as the financial aid lead earlier this year. Andrea is hardworking and enjoys interacting with the students while striving to make an impact on her colleagues and the students she comes in contact with. Jacqueline Padron, Advisement and Career Services. Ms. Padron, no relation to the college president, began working as an academic advisor. After completing her bachelor's degree at FIU, she worked at South Florida Educational Federal Credit Union for 5 years, then applied for a full-time position as an academic advisor. Ms. Padron is known as the subject matter expert on academic advisement and facilities advising workshops for college training and development on topics such as advising new, continuing, and SOAP students. Due to her extensive knowledge and background in advisement, Ms. Padron was ERP'd. Is that a dictionary? Is that a word in the dictionary? ERPed? Oh, you were ERPed. Last year to assist the PeopleSoft team. In addition to her academic advising role, Ms. Padron served on the Financial Aid SAP Appeal Committee, College-Wide CASC, SOAP Committee, and is a liaison for the Disney College Program. Ms. Padron is currently working on her master's degree at Nova Southeastern University and will complete the program this year. In her spare time, she enjoys an occasional ice cream cone, traveling, working out, and spending quality time with her lovely daughter and husband. Is it that order? Thank you, Ms. Padron. Just kidding, just kidding. Now celebrating 20 years, Frances Solomon, Admissions and Registration. Frances was born in Honduras, and at 14 years old, she immigrated to the United States. Frances has a bachelor's degree from Barry University in Public Administration. She joined the Florida Army National Guard while in high school and is a veteran of 18 years. She has served during various state emergencies such as Hurricane Andrew and was also deployed overseas for over a year during Operation Iraqi Freedom. Frances began working as a student assistant in the student dean's office at Wolfson campus and later joined the admissions and registration office as an admission clerk, where she then became a transcript evaluator. Currently, Frances is the manager of the transcript evaluation services. In her spare time, she enjoys spending time with her daughter, baking, trying out new recipes, and writing. Wendy Stinger, MDC Connect Admissions and Registration. Wendy is a remarkable employee dedicated to using her talents and experience in support of the college's mission. For the past year and a half, she has been an integral part of the MDC Connect Campus Solutions team, paving the way for a new student database for the college. Wendy is highly resourceful, even when assigned tasks that she has never done before. She learns quickly and figures out what to do. Wendy is always willing to go the extra mile to complete any task or to help students. She has worked in various areas throughout the college, including business, vocational credit, advisement, and the office of the college registrar. She is a true professional. Her dedication to the college and kind personality are a true asset in any position she holds. Wendy enjoys art, music, and travel, and loves to spend time with her family, especially her wonderful 5-year-old niece, Maddie, and 8-year-old nephew, Ethan. Celebrating 30 years in the Admissions and Registration Office, Lourdes Martinez Pino. Luli joined the MDC family in January 1984, working as a student assistant. 2 years later, she was hired as a full-time staff member in the Admissions and Registration Office at Kendall campus, where she is currently working as a student services assistant. Luli has been actively involved with the Kendall Campus Support Staff Council for almost 30 years, from student services rep, alternate to support staff council treasurer, vice president of the Kendall campus, and currently as support staff council secretary. She has also served as a council representative to the Kendall Campus CAS Committee for the past 2 years. One of the things she enjoys the most about her job is watching students start school with different challenges and seeing them graduate. Luli is completing her associate's degree in English literature. Her greatest love is her family, most especially her nephew, godson Danny, and her nephew Michael, who are the two loves of her life. Her favorite place in the world is Walt Disney World. A few years from now, she would like to do some writing and bring some joy, entertainment, and laughter to others through her writing. Retiring from financial aid, Regina Ferguson. Regina has over 36 years of experience in higher education and has held several positions in student services. She is currently the Director of Financial Aid at the Kendall campus. Prior to her current position, she serves as the Associate Campus Director of Financial Aid and Admissions and Registration Departments at the Homestead campus. She has also held various leadership roles and taught as a mathematics adjunct professor at the Kendall campus prior to working at the Homestead campus. Ms. Ferguson is a very astute, dedicated, hardworking, and multitasking administrator. She takes care of business with a smile, which makes her the amazing professional that she is. Ms. Ferguson has a positive outlook no matter the situation, always brainstorming for new and innovative ideas and ways to make every year successful. Ms. Ferguson recognizes that students are her first priority, so she makes every effort to improve services to students, administrators, faculty, and staff in a more effective and efficient manner. She is proud to say that she enjoys working at an institution of higher learning that provides for so many who may not otherwise have an opportunity to attend college. And last but certainly not least, to close out the class of 2016, from the office of the campus president, Ms. Pam Alexander. I realized about an hour ago how much I greatly miss Pam, because when I looked down at the paper and there was no narrative, I was like, well, I guess because in the past Pam would help me write it. So I'm just going to have to wing it. Pam joined MDC 39 years ago and has lasted 9 campus presidents during her tenure. I threw in the word outlasted. She is an asset to the department and has managed a variety of issues from the front desk. There is not a single question about the college Pam does not know or could easily find the answer. Pam has many accomplishments, but is probably known best for being in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most number of hot dogs grilled and sold at United Way events. You may also know Pam's twin, Gwen, but we try and keep her off campus as often as possible. Personally, I call her the cookie lion of the campus for her tenacity, work ethic, and support for the people closest to her. We offered to extend her role, but she said her countdown to May 35th had already begun. She will be greatly missed outside the office. Pam enjoys spending time with her family, supporting the Miami Heat, and being active in her church. And she doesn't want a retirement party, so no one shows up if there is one. All right, so it's very important. Well, thank you very much for all of you for your attendance and for being here. A round of applause to all of our recipients. And for those of you who are guests or celebrating 10, 20, and 30 years, I mean, there were beautiful things written about the retirees. So hopefully you will continue and strive to have just as much beautiful comments made about you when it's your turn to retire or get full-time, whatever comes first. I believe we have some light refreshments, but all the nominees should probably come up front for a group picture. And then we have some light refreshments in the background. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you to Media Services, Administrative Services, Diane Valdivia, and everyone who helped us put this program together. All nominees, please come to the front.